5:30, the State Attorney General's office once again today asked a judge to dismiss a petition from Anthony Cavallaro. He is the Hamburg man who's seeking the return of his alligator, which was seized from his home last spring. Dave McKinley joins us from our newsroom with the latest update. Hi, Dave.
Yes, Claudine, the scaly suit continues. As last time the two sides were in court just under a month ago, the judge asked the State Attorney General's office, which is defending the state DEC in this case, to produce documents to back up its claim that Cavallaro had no legal right to keep Albert the alligator at his home, even though he had done so for decades. The submissions they filed today are aimed at doing that. As part of its latest submissions, the state produced the license granted to Cavallaro for his alligator in 1996. It notes, though, that in 2020 new laws were passed requiring an endangered threatened species license, which said you could only possess an alligator for exhibition or educational purposes, which Cavallaro wasn't doing with Albert. There's also something called a dangerous animal license adopted in 2020, but in its filing, the AG's office says the DEC never issued petitioner a dangerous animal license. It rejected its applications for such a license as incomplete in January 2021. It goes on to claim further that emails between Cavallaro and the DEC indicate Cavallaro understood he must obtain a dangerous animal license and that an endangered threatened species license was not sufficient. Moreover, the AG claims Cavallaro by late 2021, more than 2 years before they swooped into his home to seize Albert from him, had again received the agency's determination and knew the agency had rejected his application. We could not reach his lawyer today, but he told us during last month's court session,
I'd like to see him have his license reinstated and then see if we can work out relocating the alligator back to Tony under certain conditions. See if we can settle it with the state in some capacity. And I think there's measures that can be taken short of removal of the alligator.
But the AG's office says it is far too late for that because those who possess pets such as alligators did have but a narrow window to make their case for an exemption which expired years ago. Meanwhile, Albert the alligator continues to live in a sanctuary in Texas. Claudine.
All right, Dave, thanks so much for that report tonight.